So I just met somebody in the gym who said she loves my YouTube channel, but she walked away so fast. I didn't even get her name, but she just said she didn't want to, I guess she did, I don't know. She just walked away really fast and she was like, I want to tell you that I love your YouTube channel. And she went over there. I don't want to disturb her though, because she's getting her workout in too. So I'm gonna just set my little device up. But thanks, girl, I appreciate that. What's your name? Ebony? Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you, Ebony. I know we all sweaty, so I didn't want to like put you all up on blast. But I was trying to tell the people, I was like, I'm recording. And this lady came over to me, I didn't even get her name. And so I feel bad. So this is Ebony.
Hi, everybody.
I just said you love the channel.
Her page is great.
Thank you.
Like, share, subscribe.
Thank you. You're welcome. Be in her own world. I'm gonna tell you guys that I was about to do a set, and then this one over here, this one over here needs a videographer.
I need a Snapchat videographer.
So that's my duty now. This is how the magic happens.
I'm gonna be all black.
I did all the time, every day, all day. God damn.
You want me to record anything for you?
This muscle goddess. I'm just gonna go over here to my 40s and do some rows. Junior totally forgot about our bet, so I'm very happy about that because he's seen me twice now since the Eagles lost, and he forgot totally about our bet. You know, I'll just talk about it right there. So it makes me very happy because I ain't gotta do no squats. I was supposed to do 100 squats every time the Eagles lost, and they've already lost twice in a row, but he forgot, so I ain't saying nothing.
How you feeling? Yeah, that's all I have. I know that's right.
So I'm at Wegmans now, and I got an egg white sandwich with turkey sausage and yeah, a latte with coconut milk because I don't know, I just feel like drinking some coffee. I'm not sure why, I just have a taste for it. Maybe because it's kind of chilly in here right now. And then I got apples. I do. So when I get organic meat, see how expensive the regular chicken breasts are. So I get either the drumsticks or the thighs. So yeah, so I get bone in with the skin on the chicken thighs, and they're only $5.23 and they're organic. This is the kale I'm supposed to get, but I got this kale because this kale is way too intimidating. I'm in one of my favorite aisles in Wegmans. This is the protein bar aisle because they have so much variety. They got a bunch of protein bars and like they're all natural and stuff. And these are the ones that I'm gonna use, the raw Rev Glow bars, the fiber ones. These are my favorite because look, they've got so much fiber. Look, 10 grams, 14 grams, 13 grams. The average person in America gets 10 grams of fiber a day. a day. I'm gonna get this, but these fiber bars really help me and Darren a lot, so I make sure to get them often, and they're only like $14. Like, they're only $14 for 12, which is pretty good compared to all the other bars in here, so I like them. Tried those, they're all right. Haven't tried these yet, but I wanted to. Tried those, we like those. These are actually good too, even though they don't look good, they're really good, but they're expensive. See that? What else? What else? I don't normally go down that side. I'm usually down this side. Tried these. It's a very acquired taste. Quest, don't really eat those. All the 90s jams. It sounds like my Spotify playlist in here. Y'all hear that? Y'all see that? Look, I'm crazy, but I really don't care. I don't care. I mean, who gonna check me, boo? Go for these though. Yes, yes. So I did that, and I did that. Ugh. I think I'm gonna go with these edamame too. They're only $1.69, and it says it's non-GMO verified. Edamame, $1.69. Look at the protein. 4 fat, 10 carb, 13 protein, bruh. For a 1/3 cup. So this is a nice little snack to have, you know? Come on. So right now I'm cooking. I'm making that stew that I saw in Wegmans. I didn't feel like buying any of the fresh tomatoes there because we already had these and they were more expensive. So trying to stay on budget, y'all. Then I got these little celery, onions, and carrots. I got 2 cans of the beans. We got the chicken broth, and then at home we had this bone broth, turkey flavor, well, turkey bone broth. But the great thing about bone broth is that, bam, 9 grams of protein per cup, so this adds protein to the entire dish, which is very exciting. Then I got some garlic, and later on I will add the kale when it's almost done. I think it says to put the kale in there like all the way at the end. And I have this in the crock pot. I set it for, can you see, do you wanna, oh, manual. So I set the crock pot to 8 hours. It's 12, so this will be done around 8 p.m. Probably before that, but you know, we'll just put it to 8 p.m. And it's really easy, y'all. So this is a great thing. I'm gonna have this food cooking the entire time while I'm working and doing things around the house and cleaning up, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't gotta think about this when I'm done. So I love the crock pot. It's not super cold out, which is what crock pots really are really good for, but whatever. And dump everything in the crock pot pretty much, and it's easy. It's gonna be amazing. All right, everyone, now I'm gonna get into why I titled the video How to Deal with Hurt and Betrayal in a Healthy Way. Because this is something, well, hurt and betrayal, emotions that I'm experiencing right now around a particular situation that happened very recently, and with the person who was very, very close to me. She was actually supposed to be in my wedding. She's a person that I actually pretty much planned my wedding date around, so she actually could be there because she has a lot of stuff going on next year, and she still decided to exit my wedding for her own you know, reasons, and I'm not going to tell you her name or get into any of that. But yeah, so that's like the situation, you know, and of course that hurts and it's confusing, and I just don't understand how this particular person could have thought the things that she thought about me and said the things that she said and then actually like really believe them. And like literally in our last conversation, y'all, she literally left me at a loss for words. I was just looking at her like, I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't even know this person in front of me anymore. And this is just crazy how people can just really change and switch up on you like that, you know? However, I know that a lot of people deal with this on a daily basis. I know that a lot of us go through similar situations, whether it be with a friend, family member, anyone in our life, coworker, like lovers, of course. People really switch up. And a lot of times it can cause us to act a different kind of way or treat other people in our life who are in the same roles in a different kind of way. And I have no intention of treating any of my other bridesmaids, any of my other friends in a different kind of way or holding things back from them. And I just found that it really can like cause people to just shut down a little bit more. Like every situation like this, like, oh, somebody hurts you, oh, somebody betrays you, oh, there's pain over there, and you just kind of shut down more and more and more and get smaller and smaller and smaller. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm up to a big game, okay? Like, I'm playing a big game right now as far as life is concerned, this whole life thing. Like, I'm fulfilling like I feel like I'm fulfilling like a higher purpose, or what I was put here to do. Or I'm on the path to doing that, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't have the capacity to deal with anyone who doesn't want to be in my life, you know what I mean? And for whatever reasons there are. And it's like, a lot of times, you know, we want to bring people with us through this whole journey throughout life, through all of our life stages, and we just can't. And actually, there was a Steve Harvey quote that I actually wrote down, because Anne, thank you, Anne, she sent me a really great video the other day with Steve Harvey talking about just like how you go through different stages of your life, and you know, it causes you to evolve and to change, and well, not change, but like to evolve in each different stage. And sometimes the people in your life, a lot of times the people in our lives are just not going to be there for us, and they're not going to be able to come with us because they haven't got to a point where they're there. He said, there's nothing wrong with moving on. You can't always keep it real with everybody. Sometimes you got to practice keeping it moving. Steve Harvey. So yeah, so I just want to, and I mean, I'm not doing, you know, I really feel like I'm dealing with this in a very graceful way, a very poised way, and a very healthy way. You know what I'm saying? So I can continue to go through my life and just really focus on the people that actually want to be in my life, and that want, you know, that love me and that support me, and who I can love and support, and who I can pour into, and people that pour into me as well. You know, like there's really, you know, there's no time to deal with people who just have their own, you know, thoughts and feelings about you, and it holds you back. So I'm gonna get into 5 ways that I'm dealing with hurt and betrayal in a healthy way. So I hope that you can take some value out of this. I hope that these tips and tricks, I hope they resonate with you. I hope if you feel something like in your heart, so that you can, you know, remember, if you're ever in a situation, a similar situation, you can remember to just deal with this grace and poise, and just carry about your merry way, and know that you are on a path to greatness, and be okay with everybody not coming with you, like no matter who that person is. With that being said, first step is to acknowledge the situation, what happened, you know, acknowledge your feelings around the situation, and acknowledge your role in the situation, or you know, the relationship, whatever it was. And this, I put this as first because I really feel like without acknowledgement, we can't, like, there's no change can occur, you know. Like there was with this particular person, there apparently was an issue with me that she had for what, 8 months, that she never told me about. So I believe that those feelings of resentment and whatever else she was feeling was like really just manifest inside of her, and festered and grew, and she never told me about it. So I'm thinking like everything is fine, like when we're hanging out and we're talking and stuff like that, but you know, apparently it wasn't. So you know, the first step is to acknowledge the situation and your feelings around it. And I say acknowledge your feelings around it because, you know, for me at least, I don't know about y'all, but for me, when it comes to, you know, feeling hurt and feeling betrayed, that's like very, very vulnerable, and being vulnerable opens you up to some great things. Honestly, it does. It allows you to let your guard down and not have those feelings or think that you have to always look good for everybody else. But it also opens you up to so much hurt, you know. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't like to always admit when I'm hurting. And it's not like I'm walking around here and I'm just sulking and yada, yada, yada. But it does hurt. You know, the situation hurts. This was like my best friend. So it's just weird how everything just played out. And I don't quite understand what's going on her side, but I understand that there's something going on her side. So there's that. But yeah, just acknowledge your feelings around it so you can actually, you know, identify them and move forward. Like the whole point of this video is to help you move forward through these feelings. So yeah, that's step 1. Step 2 is to remove yourself from the situation. And I don't only mean physically. When I say remove yourself, I mean remove yourself, like your ego, the I in the whole situation, like the I, the me, the, you know, the self-esteem, the yourself, without me getting into a bunch of stuff, a bunch of like philosophical things. So this is what I did in this situation. When we were actually having the first conversation, I believe, where I learned that there was an issue, I just kind of stopped and paused, and I removed like myself in the situation, and I looked at it from like kind of like a bird's eye. Like I tried to like look at it from like a bird's eye view and just kind of like, you know, take a step back from the whole thing, what was going on at that present moment. And I was just like, what, like, let me see what's going on right here. And that allowed me to see where these things she was saying were like coming from, and like what place that was coming from. So when I say that, I mean, I feel like the things she was saying in the first conversation and the second conversation was coming from a place of hurt and anger, and, you know, places that she probably didn't want to go, like herself, like places that she probably didn't even know was coming from. She probably just thought it was like, these were like real feelings because she was like really in it. You know, like when we're like in the situation, we think that we are right, like we, like that is, we are in it. Like when I'm mad at Darren and I haven't did this little step right here yet, I think that I am right, I'm in it. Like I'm like, you did this, why didn't you put the dishes in the dishwasher or whatever, and you know, stuff like that. So someone's so petty like that. So basically remove your ego from the situation, and it allows you to really see from a different viewpoint of like where it could be coming from this person, and at the same time it allows you to stop and reflect and pause while you're still in the situation, and it keeps you from reacting to everything that person is saying. Like, why do y'all think fights happen so often? Like physical fights happen so often. Nobody stops and sits there and is like, you know what, let me just see, like, where is this coming from? Like this person, no, it's like, you call me and I'm gonna call you and we gonna get to scrapping because like I can't have you call me like I don't want to curse off in this video. Y'all feel me though? I didn't want to go there with that person, and it really helped me to pause and just have some clarity. That's what I want to say. Give me some clarity and some peace. And I just really saw that me just being who I am, because I am myself 100% of the time, I uncovered something within that person that they're not ready to confront right now. And so I was okay with that, because it's not my job to uncover, like it's not my job to help her discover that, you know what I'm saying? So that was how I dealt with that situation. So step 2 is to remove yourself from the situation. Stop and pause. Step 3, now this is something that I put in here because this is the way that I felt. So understand that the why is a waste of energy. So like I was saying earlier, I'm not really sure when, who, what, why, when, where, how the situation, like how it got to this point where we can't even be friends. And I don't understand why she felt the way that she felt. But if I sit, honestly, y'all, if I sit here and think about why, or try to figure out the why, and be like a typical person who likes to analyze things, and you know, likes to know like, why did this person do this, why did this person do that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ladies, if you've been cheated on before, you always want to know why. Like why? The why can literally drive you crazy. And at the same time, if the dude tells you why and you don't understand it, like you're just not gonna understand it, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna drive yourself crazy. So I choose to constantly maintain my internal zen. I choose to constantly aim to be in a state of like internal zen, my internal peace. That's what I call it my internal zen. So understand that the why is a waste of energy. It's a waste of your time, your energy, your bandwidth. There are so many other things you can be doing with your time than trying to figure this person out. You know what I'm saying? Like life was hard enough for us, but life was hard enough for me by myself. I'm not trying to figure you out. Like I literally don't have the time or energy for that. Like, and I actually feel like this person was offended by that, but it was the truth. I was just like, I don't have the time for this. Like, if you feel this way, that is cool. I don't understand why. I still understand why, y'all. However, it's cool with me. Trust me, I am okay. Like, so from that, I'm able to, you know, focus on the things that are going really great in my life, focus on my wedding, which is in like 6 months from tomorrow, focusing on marrying the man of my dreams, you know, the love of my life, and focus on all my freaking fabulous bridesmaids who are my wedding, who want to be in my wedding, and who have expressed like so much love for us and for our union, and you know, to be in the wedding and to be a part of it, and they actually feel honored to be a part of it. So I'm not gonna sit here and focus on the why from that person, because it's something that they have to focus on themselves. So just understand that when somebody hurts you, betrays you, whatever, causes you some kind of pain, you know what I'm saying? Understanding why isn't important at this time. What's important is for you to move on and for you to get through it. And it's important trying to figure out the why isn't going to happen. Like, you're not an investigative reporter, or you're not in, what do they call it, private investigator or whatever. Like, if you are, like, you know, more power to you. No shade, nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, it's not important. It's kind of a waste of energy. And I choose to maintain, like, I choose to be, at this point in my life, and I think from going forward, I choose to be very selfish with my time and my energy. And when I say that, it's not like I'm telling people like, no, I can't hang out with you, like, no. But there are things that I want to accomplish. Like, there are things that you want to do with your life, you know what I'm saying? And you can't let things hold you back. Like, every little thing, every little situation, it can't be a setback, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to keep it moving, and that's just life. And there are things that I want to do that are very important to me. And like I said, I'm playing a big game right here. I want to help a lot of different people. I want to help y'all. I want to empower and inspire you. And if in order for me to be the person that I need to be to accomplish those goals, I can't focus on the why from every situation. Like, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm so selfish, and I'm not selfish, but that's why I'm so selfish with my time and my energy. Like, I choose to give it to those who can receive it, who have the capacity to receive it, because everybody doesn't have that, and that's okay. I'm not saying that's wrong, but this is just how I choose to operate, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel like getting this down can really help a lot of us, you know, just get through situations and still accomplish our goals and our dreams, and not allow stuff that happened 15 years ago like with so-and-so hold us back from the things we really want to do with our lives. So number four is to have no attachment to the idea of closure. So when I say that, this pretty much piggybacks off of understanding, off of step 3, understanding that the why is not worth your energy. Because I feel like a lot of times, you know, people, we always want what we think is closure. Like, we think that we're gonna end the situation or the relationship, and we're gonna find some common ground, and, you know, we're gonna go our separate ways, but it's just we're gonna understand, you know, why we did it and all those kind of things, and that's our closure. But it's not always gonna look like that, you know? And I feel as though you gotta be okay with that if you really want to move on and not allow this particular situation to creep into other areas of your life and affect other areas of your life. Because honestly, if you think about it, somebody who was my best friend, somebody who was my confidant, who I thought was like my girl, who I told everything to, you know what I'm saying, and who like, I was so trusting, and who I really admired and respected and really like looked up to, how they just like kind of, and who I did a lot for, because she just got married. I did a lot, you know, for her own wedding and all these kind of things. And it's just like, if I really took, like, I feel, you know, so some people can see me as being justified to, you know, be like, well, you know, that's why I don't talk to girls. That's why I can't have no girlfriends or whatever. But I'm not going to be like that. Imagine if I said that, how many women, how many awesome women, like, I would not be able to meet, like, I would not be able to connect with and really like get authentic with and trust and confide in. Like, there's so many other people in the world, I guess, there's so many other people in the world who are just amazing, gracious, like, people up to big things that are out there to connect with. If I let the situation affect me like that, like affect my soul like that, you know how many people I'll be closing myself off to? Somebody else out of your life, or when somebody leaves your life, it opens up a space for you to let other people in, and to meet other people, and new opportunities for growth with other people, and to harvest and cultivate and like really nurture other other relationships in your life. You know what I'm saying? If you're spending so much time and stuff on this particular situation and now it's not there anymore, you're like, oh, like what else can I do? You can either, you know, choose to just close yourself off, you know, get closed down and shut down, or you can choose to go exploring, like find, you know, create other new relationships in your life, you know, fill the void, like do something that you haven't done before, you know, like without the worry or the judgment and the resentment or whatever that you felt from that other person. And that's just really how I feel. So I'm very, very okay with this. I'm very happy with this. I wrote down that the situation doesn't deserve that much energy or power over your life, because it can creep into other areas of your life. And like I said, you might not even notice it to your detriment. So that was number 4. So number 5 is to let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. If you notice, these 5 steps pretty much built on one another, and it's all, the culmination is let it go. Make it simple. Like, so it might not seem simple right now, you know what I'm saying, to your life. And I'm not saying that letting it go is like easy or whatever, but you can choose to let the situation go. Let that person go. Like Steve Harvey said, practice keeping it moving as opposed to keeping people in your life just because they've been in your life for a long time. It's not worth it, you know what I'm saying? And you're growing and you're evolving and you're becoming the person that you need to be to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. I hope that you are. So let it go. It really simplifies things. Like, it makes things a lot easier for you. You just let it go. So real quick. So letting it go is something that I really feel as though is like one of my best traits, because I can very easily, or yeah, seemingly very easily, just because of the way that I view the world, I can really like let things go pretty easily, let people go out of my life pretty easily, because I just feel like, look, I ain't got time. Like, I ain't wasting my energy on that person. Like, that situation doesn't warrant my energy, a stress response to raise my cortisol, none of that kind of stuff, right? So that's kind of like the way I view the world, because most of the time, like, it's not worth, you know, the stress or whatever. So anyway, this person actually called me out on like letting things go, like just letting it go as if that's like a bad thing. And I was just like, okay girl, like, all right. And this is a process, so it's not like it's something that you're gonna just wake up and be like, you know, like, oh, I got all these steps down, like I'm good. It's a process. Like, I continue, like right now, I mean, it just happened last week, so it's still fresh, but I continuously go through these steps, and I'm really happy that I wrote everything down. I wrote it out, you know, drop my pride, acknowledge that I was feeling hurt and stuff like that, reach out to other people, which really helps. It really helps to have support from other areas of your life. And even if it's nobody that's actually like physically in your life, it could be somebody from afar. Like, there's YouTube videos out here that, you know, that discuss similar topics and very effective ways of coping. There are people out there to talk about, there's podcasts, there's audiobooks. Be open to it, open to the support, open to the healing. And that's really what it's about. That's how you're gonna get through this in a healthy way. Go make peace with how things played out, and you know, and who that person is choosing to be at the moment. You only have control over yourself, so just know that, understand that, make peace with that. So, okay, so real quick, so before we end the video, how to deal with betrayal and hurt in a healthy way. Acknowledge the situation, acknowledge your feelings around it, and acknowledge the role that you played in the situation as well. So step 2, remove yourself from the situation. And I say, remember yourself, like your ego. Step 3, understand that the why is a waste of your energy. Step 4, have no attachment to the idea of closure. Don't be attached to that. Step 5, let it go. So I really hope that this video helped some of you out there. All you know, I'm sure you know somebody who's dealing with similar situations. Let them see the video. I just hope that, you know, and honestly, if you guys know of anything that I left out or any other ways that you coped with similar situations and you got through them in a healthy way, let me know. Put them in the comments below. Help everybody out. Let's get this, you know, the dialogue going. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.